and you got invited to the White House.
Isn't that something?
You are going to the correspondence dinner at the White House, and I was like, what? You know, not bad for a kid who went to public school. I went to public school 59. You know what I'm saying?
Are you told about etiquette there? In other words, are people concerned that you're going to go there and embarrass yourself and the president because you're very street? And the president, after all, and Michelle,
he's street too.
He might say that. You might say
he's street too.
What are you talking about?
Obama's street, man. Don't let that suit fool you.
What did
he wearing a Wu-Tang T-shirt under that suit?
You
man.
say the president wears a Wu-Tang Clan T-shirt?
You gotta stop snitching T-shirt on, man. Save Little Kim or something.
What happens when you? By the way, you dated Little Kim, didn't you?
We was friends.
You banged her?
No.
Never had sex with her?
No, never.
She crazy?
I know Little Kim. No.
You like her?
She's the sweetest person in the world. When I was hanging around her, she was cool people.
Has success gone to her head?
No, I don't think so.
Do you go to the White House?
Brooklyn.
Do you behave in a certain way?
What did you wear?
Yeah, what did you wear to the White House?
I had a suit on. I wore a nice tuxedo, black tie, and I was kicking it. I was chilling.
How does that come about, a tuxedo? Do you go and buy it yourself, or do you have an assistant?
No, I have people dress me.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you mean you have people dress you? How does that work?
I forget his name. He's the big designer. I got our best dressed on when I went to the Emmys last year.
So you show up. You show up in a tuxedo.
You should have seen me, Robin.
Really?
You would have jumped all over me, baby.
Did you bring a date to the White House?
No, it was just me.
Why didn't you bring a date?
Have a girlfriend?
Because they didn't give me an invite for a date. It was just me. I would have loved to have brought my girlfriend Tanisha.
You couldn't say, I'm going to bring Tanisha?
She's hot. You never saw Tanisha?
I think, is she the girl on the video sitting in the car? Is that...
light-skinned, pretty. Looked like a young Eddie Murphy's ex-wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
beautiful.
my baby. She's hot. You should see her. You should see her at the Emmys, dude.
You exclusive
That's my
with
baby
her?
girl.
No kidding.
That's my baby girl. We've been living together for 3.5 years.
Is
man.
that right?
Putting it in, yeah. Putting it in. She riding.
What does she do for a living?
Be with me.
That's her living?
Be with me.
Why not?
But she just got her degree.
In what?
And business management, yo. She graduated. So we went to Hawaii and chilled for like a week. Plus I had a show out there.
When you take her to Hawaii,
stadium.
Do you go and hang out with big celebrity friends? She must be very impressed with you.
We went to Hawaii and we got mobbed on the beach.
She loved that, I bet.
Oh, no, she steps back from that shit. She's
but
like,
she sees man. This is great. You could have hired people to mob you. I mean, that turns a woman on, no?
I think she's proud of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she with me.
Right.
Everybody else know Tracy Morgan. She with me. You know what I'm saying?
You hope. Or else you'll end up with a Mel Gibson.
She was there with me with my diabetes and all that. So, you know, the Florence Nightingale stuff.
What did you say to the president when you met him?
Oh, man, you should have seen how it was crazy. It was overwhelming for me, man. I was crying and everything.
Were you?
Yeah, they was up on the podium, and I was sitting there, and everybody was in there. Everybody was, everybody.
Who's everybody?
Everybody. Everybody.
Morgan Freeman was there.
Everybody was in Washington.
Mostly black guys, black actors? Is that this gonna...
Everybody.
White people?
Clint Eastwood.
Brad
Pitt. Everybody was there, man.
With the beard, Brad Pitt?
Everybody. Listen, I'll tell you, that was the room. That was like the Golden Globes to the sixth power.
Who suggested that you be there? Who was the one who...
I don't know.
You have no idea.
You on that
I don't know, but check it out.
Now,
I'm there. I'm
and
there.
Do you get in a receiving line? The president stands there, and you are in line with Brad Pitt?
No, he was already there. It wasn't that formal. It was a dinner. It was everybody.
How do you meet him? Does he walk over to you, or do you walk over to him?
No, I'm getting ready to tell you. You got to let me tell you
Go
the
ahead.
story.
Tell me something.
So I walk in, and you know, it's a red carpet. Everybody taking. So I'm there. I'm like, wow, I'm in this league now.
Right. No, you're big.
You know,
That's
I
right.
opened up a movie and all of that, too.
Did President Obama call you Eddie? By accident?
No.
Like Benji did?
No.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
No.
All right.
He called me Tracy.
Right, good.
So I stood by the desk and I took a picture with him.
Well, back up. How does it work? In other words, you're in a line?
No, you just walk in.
Walk in where? In a room?
It was at the Hinton. Who was that guy that shot Reagan?
Hinckley.
It was at the Hinckley Inn. The Hinckley, whatever, what's that? It was at that hotel.
Really? The same hotel?
Hinckley Hilton or something like that.
Right. And you walk in and they say Tracy Morgan.
Everybody's just out there.
Yeah.
Nobody's announcing
I'm by
anything?
myself. No.
Well, you were such a good conversationalist. You must have said something to the president. You started to cry.
No, I looked at the president and he looked at me and winked and said, "What's up, Tracy?"
Yeah.
hi, Tracy.
Yeah.
And I just was like, oh,
wow.
Obama, though, me? You know what I'm saying? Then I looked over at not Hillary, at Michelle.
Yeah.
And she's talking to Jay Leno, and I said, what's up? I know. She looked at me and said, hey, Tracy. And that's when the tears came a little bit. And I went back and sat back at my table, so I'm sitting there, and everybody's just looking at me, and I'm just like, and then I look over to the left, and I see, like, Colin Powell knocked 2 people that were trying to get to me. And he came and he hugged me. He made it straight to me, and he hugged me. And I said, and I'm crying, and I got my head down. I'm saying, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, but I'm overwhelmed. This is powerful for me. And he said, don't worry about it. I love you, Tracy. And I looked at him, and I said, I love you too, sir. And I said, I hope you don't mind if I tell everybody you my biological father.
You know, it's funny.
He started laughing. Then when he walked away, I said, bye, Daddy, in front of the whole room.
It's funny.
Morgan Freeman, I looked at Morgan Freeman, and he was looking at me. You know, Morgan been around for a long time.
Sure.
So he probably recognized the face but couldn't place, you know. So I started looking at him. And then I said, Daddy, and he got scared. You know? I got a 42-year-old son out there. You know?
I'm sitting there.
He got scared.
You know, you described meeting the president and getting overwhelmed when Michelle Obama says to you, Tracy, and you had tears in your eyes. As you told it, I got the chills, and I got a little teary myself, because imagine if your grandmother had seen that. Tracy Morgan in a room.
My pops had saw that.
Imagine if your father saw that.
Yo, comedy. Brought me all the way to the White House, brother.
Wow.
Gotta believe, man.
You gotta believe. You know, you have said, and I think you say it jokingly, if you had gone to college, it would have ruined you. You never would have had a career. That doesn't necessarily mean that. You don't tell your son that you know. I'm
talking about for me. If my life would have went any other path, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't change anything, good, bad, or the ugly.
30 Rock has done...
I had to go through the alcohol stuff, man. I had to go through the divorce. I wasn't ready for all of this if I hadn't gone all of that stuff. Not that it felt good, but it matured me. You know, it made me strong. You got to go through the fire.
30 Rock really did a lot for your career. As much as Saturday Night Live brought you to 30 Rock, 30 Rock is the thing now because you're so brilliant in it. You play, in essence, you're the heart of the show now. And that has done it for you, 30 Rock. So Tina Fey, we love her, right?
Yeah, Tina was putting it in for me on Saturday Night Live. When I wasn't getting in much, she would put me in stuff. You know, I guess she was smart enough to see that I knew what I was doing. Like, I was creating characters, I was writing, I was doing this, and she was smart enough to see that.
That's right. That's right.
It's not that she's just smart, but she was smart enough to see that I'm smart. Like, wow, this dude.
She believed in you.
Yeah.
She believed in you.
Yeah.
She didn't believe in you.
But not only her, Lauren Michaels.
I met him the other night.
Yeah, Lauren is the dude, man. Lauren could have picked out of 5,000 people. He chose, you know, he said, yo, come be on a show.
Have you ever explained to me how you got into Saturday Night Live, like what the process was? Did they come down to a comedy club and look at you? Was that it?
Yeah, they came down to a comedy club, the Comic Strip.
And
that's the same place that they got Chris Rock and Eddie.
And so some scout, so to speak, sees you up on stage.
Well, I was with Barry Katz. Me and Jim Brewer was on a show before that.
God, Brewer does some impression of you.
Oh, he tells some stories about you guys.
We don't see each other much, but that's success. You know what I'm saying? He's successful. So we both work.
Brewer,
but when we was on, that's my dude.
Brewer is some funny guy. Isn't he?
Let me tell you something about Jim, man. We was on the TV show up in Harlem.
Right.
When I first got it, and black people loved that dude. Fell in love with that dude.
Why is he not more famous, Jim Brewer? I think he's one of the funniest guys. I mean, his impressions are dead on.
I can tell you why.
Why?
Because Jim don't conform. Jim doing it his way.
Well, listen.
It might take a little bit longer, but he doing it his way. He like Frankie. He always been like that. Jim going to do it his way.
You've, of course, heard him do your voice, right?
No, I don't hear too many people.
Listen to he was he's doing a special for us on Howard TV, and we're doing our 25 greatest guests of all time. You, of course, being one of them. And here's Jim introducing Tracy Morgan for the special. Do you have that? Does anyone have that? Listen. Watch and listen. Listen to this. Go ahead. Put up the sound. No, this ain't gonna work without the soundboard.
This next guest. This guy is like going to the zoo and watching the monkeys.